What's up everyone, and welcome to Monday's edition of Reptile News. Now I've been gone a long time and I'm really excited to be back. What I've been gone doing is I've been having renovations done to my house. The studio's been ripped apart, a third of my house has been ripped apart, but it's finally back together enough. You can probably see behind me there's still some work going on. Not now, obviously, but it's back together enough for me to start filming, and it couldn't be a moment too soon. I've been without my computer and my everything for the most part for the last month, but I'm back now, so let's get into our first story of the day, and we're going to start that in San Francisco. The San Francisco Zoo reported that on Saturday their multi-million-dollar South American exhibit opened up, but there's a missing snake. A Barron's racer was determined missing. They're not 100% sure what happened to it, whether it got eaten by another animal, escape, or maybe it's just hidden in there. They do say that it poses a very small risk. Its bite is more like a bee sting or a spider bite or something, and if you're unaware of what they look like, there's one right there. It's actually a very pretty snake. I'd like to have one. What do you think? No? Okay. Like I said, they do mention that the snake could have been eaten by a bird, or it could just be hunkered down somewhere. Hopefully they end up finding the snake because it's a good looking snake. And let's move on to South Dakota. Police in South Dakota have seized 3 rattlesnakes after they were alerted after a hospital visit when a 19-year-old man was bitten by one of them. Apparently he kept these snakes for a pet, and I can never urge enough how much care must be kept. And I don't keep venomous snakes myself. The non-venomous ones I do keep. I do get bitten by them, and some of those hurt, so I can only imagine a rattlesnake. And just a quick Google image search tells you why you don't want to be bitten by a venomous snake. Remember this, people. Remember this. You can look at any one of those. That one's not venomous, but anyway, you get the picture. Venomous snakes do very bad things to our body, and I'm sure most people already know about this, but I can't stress enough the care that must be taken when dealing with venomous snakes. And while I don't keep them, I've dealt with many venomous snakes, mostly rattlesnakes here in California, and I've received one dry bite on my left shoulder several years ago, and it scared me straight. It really did. But again, care must be taken. Police are not releasing the name of the man that was bit, and I'm not sure there's any reason to do that. 3 of his rattlesnakes were confiscated, and maybe we'll see an update to this story soon. Now, I saw a story come out of Florida that I was really excited to read because it's about new listings to the endangered species list. And why is my phone dinging? That's so unprofessional. I should really turn the volume here. I'm going to turn the volume down on this so we don't have to hear this anymore. It's Facebook comments and messages. Okay, no more sounds. Let's move on. As I was saying, I was really excited to read this, but then I was a little bummed at such little information given. They did mention an alligator snapping turtle as being one that was considered to be listed. Most of the species they talked about came from down in Florida, but now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do a little bit more digging or wait for the story to develop more to get more of the details on it. Apparently, this all stems from the Florida Office for the Center of Biological Diversity when they started a study in 2012 asking that 53 species be listed. One thing that kind of gets me about this is, why does it take I mean, I understand there's science involved and it takes some time, but I'm just kind of lost to the idea of taking 3 years for consideration. I mean, it seems to me that if a respectable group was looking into asking whether these animals should be listed, they should be immediately listed. It shouldn't be proof that they should be listed. It should be proof that they shouldn't be listed. They should be listed immediately if there's any concern, and then obviously somebody would have to prove why they shouldn't be listed, and that can go ahead and take 3 years. But it seems to me that if a respectable group believes that an animal should be listed, then it should be listed. In fact, I wouldn't really care if everything was listed. As far as the wild side goes, I mean, we have such an amazing market of captive bred reptiles here in America especially, that it wouldn't really bother me at all to see all American species immediately listed and protected, hands off, you know, special permits for collecting and keeping and hunting and everything, which I guess all in all we already have, but maybe some of them are a little too easy to get. And that's where I'm going to end the show today. If you'd like to read any more about these stories, that link's right down below here in the description. And as always, if you're still watching, my name is Jason White. Now you know what's going on in the reptile world. Be good to each other, and we'll see you next time.